Hey, Aaron. Good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing, Susan?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. I don't know if you could tell I'm a little, my throat's a little
Oh,
scratchy.
you were. I, I saw your text. I guess you were not feeling well.
No, I wasn't. I guess I caught a cold in the
Uh
past.
huh.
Either it was over the weekend or I can't put a pin to it. But I had caught a cold, and then Monday and Tuesday was just I was down and out.
Wow. Are you all better now?
I wouldn't say all better, but I'm managing.
100%. Maybe by next Tuesday.
Oh, next Tuesday I'll definitely be more than
Yeah.
better.
Next Tuesday is our Giving Tuesday event. So thank you so much. I, if there's like a lag, I feel like it's probably on my side. The connections. I don't know what's happening.
No,
It's like one
everything's
of
pretty.
those. Okay, like audio and video syncing.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. I had another interview and my audio was completely off because, well, the joke was because you're Chinese. You know those Chinese movies.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm like, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's true. I wasn't speaking another language, but yeah. Anyway, that was
Super
funny.
super old school.
That was a funny comment. Um, okay, so thank you so much. You're one of our community partners, and I'm so happy for the support. And I want to share with everybody who's watching this interview, uh, especially if they have not seen the previous interviews, what Giving Tuesday is. So I'll explain a little bit of what it is and why, what we're doing. So
Hmm.
Giving Tuesday is a global event, and it takes place. It's one day. It's Giving Tuesday. It's in November, and usually the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So you might have already started seeing a bunch of ads about Giving Tuesday. Well,
Mm.
mine might be one of those. And basically, American Society of Community Benefits is a nonprofit. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organized to provide housing for women, for veterans, youth aging out of foster care. And we provide assistance with medical expenses throughout the year as well. We also provide assistance with school supplies and food and shelter. It's basically helping the community throughout the year, not just one day or a holiday, you know, or just during the holidays. But we want to make an impact as often as we can throughout the year.
Nice.
Yeah. Um, and we have 15 board members, and I'm quite happy by that. A lot of us, I guess, to keep me on track. Um, So anyway, Giving Tuesday is global, and our organization is one of 400 community leaders that was chosen to represent the Giving Tuesday campaign. As you'll see here, this map with all the red hearts, that's where all the Giving Tuesday campaigns are executed. And when I first wanted to find out how can we as a nonprofit get noticed, because we're so young, we basically started this year, 2022. And as most businesses are, when they're first starting out, very young, very small, we have no connections, very limited capital, right?
Right.
So I thought if I could somehow make a difference, not just for our organization, but for other organizations, that would make me feel a little bit better about about just being a nonprofit in general. So I called Giving Tuesday and I asked, how can I get on that map? The map I'm talking about is the one in front of you on the
Yeah,
screen here.
I'm following.
Yeah, cool. So then on in California, you'll see that we only have a bunch of just little hearts, right, in California.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of hearts on the other part, the other side of the United States. And I said, well, how can I get on this map? And the person said, well, let's have a chat. So they interviewed me, and then they accepted our nonprofit. And basically, accepting us means we are a community leader with Giving Tuesday. and we would have our own campaign. So then I'm like, cool, there we are.
Okay. Cool.
Little blue.
So you asked the organization, and they, like, you asked them how can I get involved, and then they told you, and you basically did what they. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not just having this event. It's not just for our organization. It's for other nonprofits that signed on with the campaign, and that's why we're on this map. So this map is not just promoting one organization with each heart that's on the map. It's promoting a bunch of organizations. So I told my board members, I'm like, hey, we're on the map. And I'm getting thumbs up.
Cool.
Yeah. But what that means is we really have to get to work, right? So November 29th is Giving Tuesday this year. And I was like, okay, we need community partners because we need to get the word out. And basically, community partners are the ones who've been helping us with costs. And, every bit helps. So benefits, these are questions I've been asked and I've been typing until 2 or 3 in the morning. So I figured I'll just put this little presentation together. And so anyway, what are the benefits of being a community partner? Showcase your brand and your corporate image. And it's only one day in the year where you could actually have, you're getting recognized for your approachable side, as a business.
Okay.
And when you're at the event, you get to meet other community partners and potential customers. And of course, there's the marketing reach, this being a global event. The other day, we were actually recognized by a community partner in Kenya. And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool, because, and it probably only happened because I went to one of the meetings and they recognized me. I was
That's
like,
far.
hey, that's pretty cool. I know. I haven't been to Kenya, so, all right, so they're asking, do you need vendors? I'm like, yes, of course we need vendors. We do have some space available, so yes, please call me, text me, email me, any way you can to get a hold of me before Tuesday.
Definitely.
I know. So what do vendors get? They get to sell their goods or services between 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. that day.
Okay.
I feel like the connection is really bad. I don't know what's happening.
It's probably my end, because
Oh, no.
I was out giving my dog a walk.
You want to put the dog on the camera?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Woofy.
Hey, Woofy. He's being patient.
Yeah, there's other dogs right here. He's a German Shepherd. He's a good dog.
Oh, it must be hot out there.
It's okay. It's a little warm.
Yeah.
But yeah, his coat.
I like dogs. We have 5.
Oh, holy moly! What kind of breeds? You guys have large breeds?
Chiweenie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even initially, we had a pit bull American Staffordshire mix, and then she was so smart, but after she was gone, we were heartbroken.
I have
And
a Staffordshire. So cool you say that. I have a Staffordshire pit. Yep.
they are very smart dogs.
Yeah, great dogs. They're nanny dogs. I didn't realize how good they were with kids.
Oh yeah, they're very good with kids. So we had her for about 16 years.
Oh,
and then after she was gone, we waited a couple years before we were brave enough to get another dog. And then another dog and another dog.
Nice.
And now we have 5.
I say dogs are one of the best securities to have.
Yeah, they are great, I mean,
Yep. They'll know someone's there before you do.
that's true. They would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, going back to the community partners. So at the $25 donation level, people are getting exposure before and after the event, marketing on social media, flyers, and websites. And at the $50 level, they're getting exposure before and after the event, marketing on social media, flyers, websites, e-magazine. And the $100 level, exposure before and after the event, marketing on social media, flyers, websites, e-magazine, one-on-one interview, which is what you and I are doing, and ads. So basically, here's a summary vendors are donating either $15 or $24 for their space. Community partners are donating 25, 50, or 100 or more, and that's pretty much like it's sort of like a sponsorship fee, but
Yeah.
in return, we'd like to be able to showcase our community partners. And what I'm recommending is $25 per nonprofit that's registered with our organization as in the campaign, because we do distribute the funds that we get after the campaign is over. So hopefully that helps out other nonprofits that don't have the manpower to do what we're doing. I don't have the manpower either, but I'm doing this. We can't fail. I just figure we cannot let anybody down, including myself. You know,
What's giving what drives you in a way that you want to do this?
see, my next question: why? Why? A lot of people are asking why. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, you're getting paid to do this. No, I'm not. I mean, we're a nonprofit, and this is our first year. We've gotten a couple of donations from larger companies, but they're like $50. It's nice to have, but we need more than $50 to register for
Right.
licensing and putting events together. And if I were to
$50 is
hire
not even close to
people,
gas in California.
yeah, I know. And if I were to hire people, that doesn't go very far, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, why? Why am I doing this? Well, why is because one, because we are a community leader. So we have to make sure that we're taking care of other people. And then two, because I want to make sure that I'm not quitting before I actually give it a good try. You know, I'm just not a quitter. I can't quit. I mean, I guess you know what it's probably the warrior inside of me. Just I'm not a veteran or anything, but um, my family were immigrants to the United States, and I'm first generation immigrant here. So just being an immigrant and growing up in like poverty, right? We see a lot of things, a lot of inequity, and a lot of stuff that people don't normally see if they were like here in America already. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
No, yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Would you say that being a first generation American, are
Hmm.
so you immigrated here or were you born here?
No, no, I was born in Vietnam.
Okay, so you're born in Vietnam,
Hmm.
and then I'm pretty sure you got exposed to a lot of intense experiences, and then you come to the country and you realize how big of an opportunity, and do you kind of feel like it's your, like, yeah, you taking it upon yourself because it's your duty to succeed.
Hmm. Absolutely. I mean, I don't take every opportunity for granted, and even everything like education we can't take for granted, right? Um, because we lost everything leaving our home country, like everything, family, friends, home, everything. So we started from scratch when we got to the United States. But it was a long journey before we coming to the United States. So I figure, when I needed help when we first uh, got to the United States, we were benefiting from local charities and volunteers that gave their time, you know. And I remember I think it was Christmas. Back then, I didn't know how to speak English, so I could only describe the nice warm fireplace. There were stockings hung around the house, and there was a nice big tree, and they prepared a nice dinner for us, all seven of us. And we didn't know these people. And I asked my mother, are they our servants or are they our friends? It's funny, because my grandfather was quite wealthy, and
Yeah.
he was able to afford a servant for each one of his 8 kids, right? And
Wow.
me being one of the grandkids, I was actually like one. I felt like I was catered to for everything. So when we got to the United States, I was like, oh, people just bring me food, bring me whatever I need. I don't even have to ask; they just do it.
Are you an only child?
No, no, I'm the oldest of five.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm number 7 of 9.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah,
would you?
our family.
What would you say is your experience with being like close to the youngest?
Yeah, you could say that. Whenever I had to like give a description, we're like my family was like the Brady Bunch. You ever remember the Brady
Ah,
Bunch?
yes, that's a
Mm-hmm.
funny show. It
Yeah.
was
So my
entertaining.
family was the Brady Bunch, and
Hmm.
my dad had 2 kids. My mom, she had 4 kids, and then my
Oh
mom and dad
wow.
got married, and then they had me, my little sister, and my little brother.
Hmm. That's that's a big family. I could only imagine, like, when we were so impoverished. My mother my mother told us that we would all share one drumstick, for dinner. And it's hard to really explain all, like, how do you share a drumstick? Well, when you are in need, you just have to make it work, right? For the amount of kids that you have. Um,
Yep. For us,
and
for us, it
yeah.
was my mom. She'd cook a big old pot of beans, and we
Hmm.
would eat beans with every meal throughout the week.
Oh my
So we should
gosh.
she'd do a big. It's called an olla, right? Like a big
Yeah.
pot,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
an olla, and then the beans. The first day would be bean soup, and so
Wow.
bean, cheese, and tortilla.
That's
And then the
cool.
next day, she'll cook a little bit of rice, and then we'll have
Hmm.
beans, refried beans with some rice, and then maybe like some
Hmm.
garlic, cause some ground beef and potatoes, right? And then the
Oh.
next day, that leftover ground beef and potatoes, she'd put it into a tortilla and then fry it up and make a taco out of it. And then we'd have
Hey,
beans on
they
the
made
side.
it work.
We'd have beans on the side. She had to. They had to. And we didn't
Yeah,
notice. We was just, oh, this is how we lived. And then
that's okay.
then the next day we'd have tostadas. Tostadas is a fried
Hmm.
tortilla, a flat fried tortilla, and then mashed
Yep.
up beans. You put beans and you just and it's like, man, beans don't stop. And nowadays
No.
you put some beans in front of me, I probably won't eat a lot of them.
Were you traumatized?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, traumatized from beans, right? Yeah,
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 I know what you mean. Yep. I mean, at some point in my life, I felt like I was traumatized as well by being homeless, you know, being like a lot of people don't know this because it's like, from when you see someone, you don't know all the struggles that they've gone through, right? Or all just everything that they've gone through, from failure to success, to how much time we failed in order to get the success.
right,
So, it's like this one time when we were basically moving from San Francisco down to San Diego. We were trying to buy a home, and we packed up everything, me, my husband, 3 kids, the dog, and the mother-in-law. you know and I thought, oh, just in case the investor does not sell to us, just in case, I booked a 2-bedroom suite at the Marriott in Carlsbad. And I kept calling the investor, uh, because he wanted me to call him when we were on our way to San Diego, and he refused. He didn't pick up my phone call. But when I got to the hotel, I called from there. He immediately picked up, and I thought, oh, hey, well, we're here. When can we come get into the house? He said, well, we've actually decided not to sell to you. And I thought, well, it would have been nice if I've known, like, 500 plus miles before. You know, we, we drove, we drove like 2 big trucks, a car hauler, and a little U-Haul trailer.
right,
And that was our start. So we really had no home for like 2 weeks, because we had to be at the hotel and quickly get ourselves into an apartment, or something like that would fit all
yeah,
of us. And that was like, it's a little bit scary, and the kids were a little bit traumatized because every time we passed by the hotel, they thought we were going back. I'm like, no,
Oh,
we're not going back. So I mean, I we've lived in much worse conditions when we got to United States. You know, we were in the basement with rats and mice, and we bathed in the backyard with there was no water, no hot running water. And back then we don't know like the rules of housing, right? And this, which is why part of the organization provides quality housing. That's the main mission of American Society of Community Benefits, is that we provide housing, quality housing. And we chose three demographics so far because it's such a huge need. We can only choose if we couldn't choose one, right? We have to me thinking big, I just think, oh, if I have enough board members, then we could all do something, right? Each of us take one demographic and we could execute simultaneously.
uh-huh.
So we're currently providing or trying. Well, we're working on. I'm thinking positive. We're working on providing housing for veterans, domestic abuse survivors, and youth aging out of foster care.
Hmm.
Because youth without family, they when they're gone, I mean, they're aged out of the system. They really have nobody. There's not
Right.
even a family that they could go back to, right? So I figured that's probably a good demographic to help. So anyway, what you're doing for us as a community partner is so like so giving. It's not selfish at all, you know.
Do
And
you guys often get like someone to like provide music and like pro audio?
are you saying my audio sucks?
No, no, I'm saying like the pro audio for the event. You know, I'm
Oh,
providing the
sorry.
sound. Yeah.
I know. Um, no. Well, we have someone on the board, but he got injured, so he hasn't been doing much. But yeah, we will eventually need something. So this Giving Tuesday event is sort of big. I mean, it's
No, it
global.
sounds big. It looks
It's
big.
big. Yeah, it's big.
I had no idea what I was actually stepping into, and now that you kind of you put A to B together, I'm like,
Oh,
okay, well
cool.
then this is definitely going to be a benefit for you and for
Yeah.
me. So I don't mind. I
Hmm.
don't mind providing for my service. Well, DJing or pro audio sound tech. That's something more of like a hobby. I'm kind of passionate
Oh.
about it,
Hmm.
um, but it's not essentially who I am or what I want to be known for.
Hmm.
I'm a financial service broker,
Okay.
so my profession is in financial services, and it just that itself has changed my life for till probably till the day I die. Um, my dad was my client. It took
Hmm.
him a while to come around, and he became a client of mine. And then he had died like about 23 months later after signing his life insurance
Mm.
contract with me.
Wow.
And ever since then, it just everything kind of came together. It worked out.
Hmm.
However, the life insurance policy went into contestability, and
Yeah.
what contestability is just it's a moment where the contract is frozen and
Hmm.
the insurance company contests the I guess the legitimacy of the death,
Of
and
course.
which is fine. I mean,
Hmm.
you're talking about insurance companies that are going to pay money.
Yep.
Um, but at the end of the day, I have a lot of belief and a lot of I guess a lot of belief and a lot of faith in what I do, and if it's worked for me, then it could work for almost anyone.
Yep. You know, I wasn't going to talk about this, but since you mentioned it, I do have a business and financial mentoring program. It's by application by referral only. And even though I do advertise it, I do have people go through the program. Like they have to apply. And if I see that they have the correct mindset, then I'll work with them. And the reason for that is because we have a strategic partner that will provide personal loans to my clients. And the only reason they will they will fund the loans is if they went through my mentorship program, so that I could properly allocate their expenditures and the loan proceeds. And the
Uh,
whole point of that is so they could get out of debt and then move
right.
themselves forward to something else better, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we could work with that. And I believe in life insurance. I have a bunch.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell me about that.
I have a bunch of life insurance.
Yeah, I have a bunch too.
It's like, should I ask how much? Just kidding.
So
No, you don't have to tell me.
sometimes I disclose and sometimes I don't. But I mostly disclose to my friends who are skeptical.
Yeah.
I mostly disclose to them
Mm-hmm.
because I want to speak from a perspective of moral authority.
Yes.
And I really don't care. I really don't care how much they make or if
Mm-hmm.
they have more than what I have. I really don't care about that because if
Mm-hmm.
they don't have their financial house in order, then I'm winning.
Oh, yeah. We all need that foundation and sort of like the reassurance that if we're not able to take care of our loved ones, then, you know, I guess this is Santa Ana flowing in.
Oh yeah.
Don't blow away. Just kidding. I was joking with people that if they wanted to donate at the event, don't bring cash. Bring, write a check. Or just do it online because it's much easier. Otherwise, Santa Ana wind might pick it up. Um, you know, Yeah, so we do need the financial foundation, and we need as much support as we can. And essentially, what a nonprofit is a public. It would depend on public support. Otherwise, we can't exist as a nonprofit. We would be reclassified as a foundation, and what that means is we have to count on family, like close family and friends, to donate into the foundation, and that would also mean we might limit the ability to serve more people. So part of the job of a nonprofit is to ask for money from everybody. So I tell my board members, don't be afraid of asking for money because that is our job. You know.
Right. Yeah. Even though you're a nonprofit, you need profits to operate.
Yeah, well, it's not real. We can't make a profit. It's more like we need the capital, right? Capital to operate. And I mean, from the it's a little bit different from the private sector or the for-profit sector. It's a little bit different because whatever funds we bring in, we have to like really make sure that it goes to some worthy cause that's part of our mission. And we can't really deviate too much from the mission, you know. And we have board members who we can trust to help us execute our mission and further the cause. Um, so anything that we could get like from the public to support us will be awesome. San Bernardino, I mean, we're not in San Bernardino physically. We are registered in California, but San Bernardino at this location where we'll be on the 29th of November at 1407 Arrowhead Avenue in San Bernardino. It was actually a location that was donated to us by a local church there because one of our board members has a connection over there. But I am physically in Menifee, so I'll be traveling a little bit to get up to the event, and
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I live in Riverside City.
Oh, okay, you're not that far.
No. Yeah. Menifee to Riverside, same county.
Yeah, we are. So, how do you feel about being our DJ on the 29th?
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to.
Mm.
I guess you could say when I DJ, I can get into like my own little world. You know,
Yeah.
I've been exposed to music since I was a young
Hmm.
kid. Um, do you remember those? Do you remember those home entertainment centers where it was like almost like this big case, right? This big wooden case, and it had like a 2 deck tape player in it. It had a 12-inch vinyl record player at the top, and then it had like your amplifier in the center,
Really?
and then you remember those things?
No?
No? Okay,
I
I
don't
guess I'm
remember.
I guess I'm just a little privileged, but
Yeah,
when I
you
when
are.
I was when I was young, my mom would tell me, "Hey, go change the record, put on my Cyndi
Mhm.
Lauper, or
Well, how
go put
fun.
on my Madonna," you know?
Yeah.
And I really liked just the way the technology was, how it was
Um,
analog, and I get the needle, be very careful, and put it onto the record, and
ah.
I thought that was pretty cool. And then as I got older, I became a teenager. A neighbor of mine was a DJ, and he DJ'd for a local
Mhm.
radio, 99.1 KGGI.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was my neighbor, and he was one of the DJs on like one of the late night mix shows at like maybe from like 11 to 12.
Mhm.
He was really good, and I would go over there. I'd take some records, and he'd show me some of your records. Show me what you listen to. And well, this is not what I listen to, but these are some of my mom's records.
Yeah.
And so I would go for it.
Mhm. Wow. I never really figured out the little needle on that play table. Is that what you call that? Play table? For the vinyl?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Mm.
The needle on the play table. Yep.
Okay. I know a little bit about DJ. I pretended to be one when I was working one of my 5 different part-time jobs while I was in college, and that was one of my jobs. You know, I was the entertainer at the local bowling alley, and they would call me the entertainer, and I'm like, okay, I just call me the DJ because I really don't know if I'm really that entertaining. I'm trying to be, but anyway, those are fun days. We were surrounded by very young people, like younger than me. I'm calling them young, but I think I was young, but they were younger than I was, and they really enjoyed life, just living in the moment, kind of people. Of course, when you go somewhere like a bowling place, right? That's what you want to do, is just have fun. So, I mean, I've always had these worries, but working at the bowling place, the bowling alley was more like an escape for me because of music. I really enjoy music as well. So I could only imagine that's why, that's why you do it. Um,
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. Yeah, it's almost as if
mhm.
like an escape
Yeah.
from a little bit of reality and kind of get in my own realm. Yeah, that's cool.
And we could say, hey, you're our celebrity DJ, right?
Of course. When I was in college too, I actually got a gig at the local bar scene
Ooh.
in the. I went to Humboldt, so it was in the
Uh-huh.
Arcata area,
Yep.
which is in Northern California.
Hmm.
Eureka Arcata. You're
Yep.
familiar?
That's way up there.
And yeah, and so I got into DJing, and I did really well. I did really well. Everyone would ask like, "Oh, who's that guy?" Like,
Hmm.
"Oh, this is the dude from LA." Like, "Oh, the DJ from LA." "Oh man, hey, you're
Wow.
good." Like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Because you tell people Riverside, they're like, "Oh, where's that
Like,
at?"
where's
"Oh,
that?
it's a suburb of Los Angeles."
They know Hollywood, right? Hollywood. Hmm.
Right,
Or
exactly.
LA.
Everyone knows Hollywood or whatnot.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
sort of like when we were moving out to Southern California, I would say San Diego, but we didn't really get to San Diego. We were like halfway towards like San Diego, probably another 40 miles before we got to San Diego. But once
Right.
we said San Diego, I was like, oh yeah, we know where that is. I'm like, yeah, sure. Because we thought we knew where it was, but we weren't even quite there yet. It was another 40 miles, and then we would when we almost hit the border to Mexico. That's sort of like, yeah, we've gone a little too far past San Diego. you know,
Yeah. If you're near the border, then you're definitely in San Diego. Yeah.
so much fun. So, what do you think
Well,
about
Susan.
Giving Tuesday?
Oh well, Giving Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking
Cool.
forward to Giving Tuesday. I'm actually excited to see what this has to offer,
Hmm.
because when it comes to giving back to the community, that's one thing that I'm ready to. I guess
Hmm.
I'm ready to jump for.
Nice.
And the reason why I feel that way is because I think that my father, he instilled some good morals in me,
Mm-hmm.
and he always told me, son, if you're ever successful, you make it big, you
Mm-hmm.
get rich, you go and you give your time and you work for free,
Yeah.
you know. And I
Mm.
remember I remember when my first real job on the books, I was a cook
Mm-hmm.
for Del Taco, right? I was
Oh,
a
fun.
prep cook at Del Taco,
Uh-huh.
and he'd tell me, son, I was probably about 15 and a half, 16 years old, and he'd say, son, when when you get rich and you make it big, you come back to this store,
Yeah.
and you work, you put on that apron, and you're gonna do it for free.
Oh,
He's
that's
like,
pretty
because
noble, you know.
yeah,
That's very noble, like honorable to do, to be able to give back and people not expect it, right? And
right,
that's like a to the people who don't expect to receive something, it's like, wow, that was like a miracle, right? This angel just showed up with in the Del Taco apron. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's like a
like the
blessing.
aura music. Ah!
Oh,
Yeah.
what range is that? What's your voice range?
Uh-oh. What octave was that? I have no idea. But
That's funny.
some I've been told, ladies have told me I have a good voice. So
Oh, well, good. I look forward to it. Well, I hope more. I don't want to say hope. I'm expecting that a whole bunch of people will show up, you know, and make this a wonderful event. We've been marketing like crazy. I've just been doing a whole bunch of interviews, and community partners are helping us out by spreading the word. And of course, it's Tuesday after Thanksgiving. What are people doing? Are they going back to work, or
right,
do they
right.
want to take the day off and just come, have some music and some food with us? Just enjoy the day. You know, that's what I'll be
Yes,
doing.
I'm really excited. Definitely, I'm really excited, and I'm definitely
Mhm.
looking forward to it. And I'm gonna do my best to put on a good show. And definitely, if I play some right tunes, hopefully people will get dancing. I know it's gonna be in the day, but it doesn't stop people from feeling
Mhm.
music and dancing. You know.
I love music. So, what is your genre, or do you do all kinds?
I do all kinds. I'm very versatile. I'd say I know a lot of like 80s music, 90s music, a
Mm,
little bit of disco, a little bit of funk music.
nice. The
Yeah,
disco I can think of is like "Stay Alive."
oh, okay. I sometimes I feel like I'm an old soul, but I mean
Yeah.
it only makes sense for me in my taste in music because I have
Uh-huh.
older siblings. I probably have a sister that's probably older than you. I'm not trying to
Oh.
like not trying to toot my own horn, but
Uh-oh.
having the big range of siblings, it's really cool because
Mhm.
I got to know music from decades ago, and those songs bring back memories, right?
I know. They do. Memories. Make sure I don't sing because that will clear the floor. That's happened before. I've cleared the entire store. I
Uh oh.
succeeded that day.
No, are you sure you had asked me for karaoke? I guess
No,
that's just for you.
no. Well, it was just in case, like if not enough people showed up, I don't know. I was willing to go up there and make a fool of myself to attract people. There'll be people in the neighborhood wondering who the heck is doing all that. So they'll
I'm
come
gonna
check
be
it
like,
out.
hit it, Susan, hit it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah. I mean, this is our first year doing this event, so we're doing our best with it and see how it goes. Hopefully, more people will donate to the campaign because we do need to have enough funds to share with the other organizations. It's not just organization that's benefiting, and that's why it's so important that I'm like I want to make sure this works, and I'm extremely grateful for all the community partners that are supporting us, including you. You're a community partner, so thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I do, after this is over, I do plan on spreading the message to my organization. Our
Yay!
organization is across the country,
Ooh,
operating within several states in the United States. And it's all agency, but agency is they're regular people just like you and I.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me the name of your agency?
So I work with a brand named Legacy Financial, and our platform we operate out of is the World Financial Group,
Okay. Wait,
which you've heard of. You've heard of before?
I think I have. I know there were a bunch of people inviting me to. It's a WFG, right?
Yeah. Have you heard of a gentleman by the name of Ed Milet?
I don't know.
He's really big in the self development and leadership
Uh-huh.
space, and he's actually the agency chairman of our company.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'd say I'm about one two, I'm probably about four levels away from his leadership. So
Wow.
any sorts of orders or any sorts of strategies, um, just anything that comes from the chain of command, it's coming from him. You know.
That's amazing. Just like you're sort of close to the source of information, right?
Exactly,
Got that
exactly. I'm
far.
close to the fire. Close to the fire.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you. Um, any like, what would you say to people if they're waiting at home? Like, should I donate? What should you say to them?
If there's anyone that's contemplating donating, I would say donate whatever you can.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the economic times. Sometimes it sometimes you feel like donating might not really even do much, but I think that that's the kind of mentality that certain people in the world want us to have. But we got to fight that. We got to fight that low level mentality and give
Mm-hmm.
anyway, because I think the gift of giving comes
Yes.
back to you tenfold. And so even if it's $5, $10, $20, donate, because you know you don't realize how much a U.S. dollar can be stretched out, guys.
Yeah.
Um, and the power of it, I think understanding the power of a dollar um, can can really bring a lot of joy to your life. So even if it's just a few bucks, guys, donate. Go ahead and follow the links below. And also for this Giving Tuesday, that flyer that you have here on the screen, can you go ahead and send me that in a PDF?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would do that. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Um, I know, right? Even if it's like, I mean, I was recommending $25 per organization that's with us. That would help greatly, and it could be the only $25 that they could have gotten this whole year, right? So, I mean, that's why they rely on us as the community partner. Not because we have a lot of money, but maybe because I mean, we just took that step forward and said, pick us. We want to be the ones to lead, you to some kind of success. So the people who sign on with the campaign, they believe in us to help them, and it's very important that we give them something back, from all of this that we're doing. Um, we do have this broadcasting to London that day because we have a bunch of our community partners are going to London, so they'll be celebrating with us, even though it might seem like there's not a lot of people on site. They are still celebrating with us, and
Wonderful.
yeah, I look forward to it. It'll be
Me
cool.
too. I look forward to it, and I really appreciate your time, or that you've allowed me to just
Thank you, Aaron.
tell a little bit, share about myself, and
Hmm.
I guess do our best to relate on certain levels. And I thought it was pretty cool.
Yep. And how do people get a hold of you if they want a life insurance policy?
You could actually send me an email at aaronpflores88 @gmail.com,
I don't want to get
or
your spam.
you can follow me on Instagram at @a_Aaron_Cash Flores, and you can find me on Instagram. And right there, you can either send me a DM in my message, and
Hmm.
we can see what we can do to help you out.
Okay. And life insurance, can help you build wealth.
It can, yeah. And I think that's where I guess
Hmm.
corporate America has done a good job at creating this perspective that life insurance is a bad thing.
Yeah.
And that's where I get a lot of gratitude. I get a lot of passion and just like high spirit to take
Hmm.
on that challenge, because when I'm sitting across kneecap to kneecap with a family,
Yep.
my my adrenaline just starts pumping because I'm so excited to be sharing this information with people.
I know. And it's important people think ahead, right?
Oh no, I agree.
Because after you're gone, I mean, you regardless of how much money you have, you can't take it with you, right? Wherever you happen to go. Um, so it's best. I mean, at the least, get like the mortgage paid off. Get something for your kids because you got to think they were relying on you to be around for who knows how long, right? They have no source of income, and of course, you have to think ahead. So yeah, insurance would play a good part into having that type of stability. So anyway, any closing remarks about Giving Tuesday before I see you again on Tuesday?
Yeah, like I said, go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram at @A_Aaron Flores, and I'm constantly looking to build content when it comes to just about anything in finance, and also keep it a little funny and entertaining.
Yeah.
However, that is where I usually mostly build a lot of my content, whether it's outreach, networking, podcasts, interviews, financial educating, anything that when it comes to creating content or creating media, that's where you can find me at. And I have my email, you have my phone number, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to get a hold of me.
That'll be awesome if you can help out some people, that didn't know about life insurance beforehand, or they had some questions but were afraid to ask, right? So that's cool. Now we have a partner in life insurance. Thank you.
Thanks, Susan.
So I'll see you Tuesday. I'll be there.
Okie dokie. We'll see you then. I'm excited.
I promise not to scare anybody away.
Alrighty. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye. I'm so sorry.